Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And we're ready for another ball game here. Greetings, everybody. This is the third of a 4-game series, I believe. Let me just yes. There'll be one on the 14th for these clubs. Yeah. Yep. We had the doubleheader, then this one, and then the one on the 14th. The clubs Cincinnati at Montreal split a doubleheader on the 12th. And now we come on here to the 13th for game 3 of a 4-game series. And we're sure mighty happy to have you with us. It's going to be Jack Fisher for the Reds going against Howie Reed of the Expos. Let's see if we can get our lineup set. For the Reds, leading off Pete Rose in right. Jimmy Stewart in center. Alex Johnson in left. Tony Perez at third. Lee May at first base. Johnny Bench doing the catching. Woodward at short, Ruiz at second, and then it's Jack Fisher to pitch it. Batting ninth. It's Jack Fisher. Right-hander with a very right plump 5.50 ERA. For the Expos, Ron Brand in the leadoff spot again, the catcher. Ron Fairley bats second, he's in center field. Rusty Staub in right, batting third. Mac Jones in left. Coco LeBoy at third. Bob Bailey at first. Gary Sutherland playing second base. Bobby Wine at short, and then Howie Reed bats ninth. He's the pitcher. Again, it's August 13, 1969. Beautiful afternoon for a ball game. The tweet should be up now. There it is. Very pretty logos. Here's Kathy Harden. The tweet is up and it's good. Hey Kathy, how are you? I hope you're okay. I'm a bit frustrated because TweetDeck has been down all day. TweetDeck has been down all day, and I use TweetDeck a lot. So it's been very frustrating for me. And the Montreal Expos take the field again. The Expos, they split the doubleheader on August 12 with these Reds. It was broadcast right here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. This is game 3 of this 4-game series. And then there'll be the 4th game on August 14. And Pete Rose steps in to face Howie Reed leading it off. Rose switch hitter batting left against Howie Reed. Okay, Reed is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Rose. That's 4-6 left-handed, flies to center, and Ron Fairley makes the catch. 1 away, we're underway here. And it's great to have you all. Now Jimmy Stewart, switch hitter. Oh, good coffee. Here's Reed now, and the pitch to Stewart. 4-5, he's a left-hander, grounds it to short for Wine. On the 4-5 grounder, Wine is a 3. He scoops it. Oh, that's a re-roll. 23, it's a re-roll. 23, it's a re-roll. 23, it's a re-roll. 16-3, and he throws him out. Oh, that was excruciating. 2 down. Things don't always work out, huh? Here's Alex Johnson now, 2 outs, nobody on. That was a pretty ugly play, but it worked. Pitch to Johnson, 1-7. That's going to be a base hit for Alex Johnson with 2 outs. Now Tony Perez. Okay, here's Reed. Pitch to Perez. 5-10 right-hander, fly ball left for Mac Jones, who's under it, and the side is out. So it's no runs, 1 hit for the Reds, left on base. After a half, it's a scoreless ball game. The Expos are coming to bat in the bottom of the 1st. Jack Fisher getting the start. It's got a very plump ERA, 5.50. We'll see how long that lasts. His endurance is 6 innings. And Kathy wants the Expos. Why not? Here's Ron Brandt, the catcher. Gene Mauch putting him in the leadoff spot. Jack Fisher is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Brandt. That's 2-9 right-handed. Base hit Brandt to open it up. And here comes Ron Fairley. Okay, Fisher working from the stretch. Brandt on first, no outs. And the pitch, it's 5-8 left-handed. Grounds it to second. For Ruiz, he's a 3. 14-3, oh, he boots it for the error. Chico Ruiz with an error. That'll be first and second with nobody out for the Expos. Here's Rusty Staub. Oh. Okay, Fisher now from the stretch. Here's the pitch to stop. That's 6-5 left-handed. Grounds to first, forcing Fairley. At second base, it's first and third with one out. Staub on first, Brand on third, one down. Infield back for the double play with Big Mac Jones at the plate. Here's Fisher, and the pitch to Jones. 4-11 left-handed, fly ball left. Alex Johnson is a 4. Can he get this? 7-4. Yes, he makes the catch. And that's two away. Wait a minute. 7-4 on the outfield. And the runner's tag. How do you like that? It's a sacrifice fly for Mac Jones. Brand came in from third and Staub, even he tagged. Expos off to a quick 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first 2 outs. Staub on second. Here's Coco LeBoy. Tell you, Mac Jones hit it deep enough. Okay, here's Fisher now. The pitch to LeBoy. That's going to be 6-5 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Woodward. Over to Lee May, and the side is retired. But the Expos got a run off Fisher. 1 hit, 1 walk, and the sacrifice fly. A hit, a walk, a force, and a sacrifice fly. And that'll be 1-0 Expos after 1. Howie Reed. For the second inning here, Lee May leads it off, people. And I gotta tell you, I worry about the dumbest ass shit. You know, namely, I use TweetDeck. TweetDeck allows me to view everything on Twitter all at the same time. It's an invaluable resource. And it's not loading. And I did a search on Twitter for TweetDeck, and that's what you see from other users. That's what you see from other users. Some have a few columns, some have no columns. That's what you see, the exact damn thing that I see. And it's very annoying if you're a TweetDeck user. Very, very annoying. The whole platform is messed up, Kathy Harden says, and she's right about that. The web-based works for me, the iPhone works for me, but it's very unfortunate. Well, what's not unfortunate is the Expos got off to a 1-0 lead here. They made a little mistake there. .58 and 53. They're only 11 and a half behind. 11. She's right about that. Okay, here's Howie Reed now. Facing Lee May, top of the second. 1-0 Expos. Here's the pitch to May. That's 1-3 right-handed. Fly ball 2 left for Big Mac Jones. That's 1 away. Now Johnny Bench. Pitch from Reed, 3-7. It pops it up to short for Wine. 2 outs. And Woody Woodward is the batter. Here's Reed now. I was going to say Weed. Howie Weed. The pitch to Woodward. 5-6 right-handed. Base hit to right by Woodward with 2 outs. Woodward is on, and here's Chico Ruiz. Reed from the stretch now facing Chico. Here's the pitch. That's 2-3 right-handed. Grounder to third. Scooped up by LeBoy. And he throws it over to Bob Bailey. And the side is out. No runs for the Reds in the top of the second. No, 1 hit. And left on base. We're heading to the bottom of the second here. Bob Bailey leading it off. Jack Fisher on the mound. He allowed 1 run last inning. Here's the pitch to Bailey. That's going to be 2-7 right-handed. Struck him out. Here's Gary Sutherland. Two-9 right-handed, grounder to short for Woodward. Over to Lee May, 2 outs. And here's Bobby Wine. Fisher into his windup, and the pitch to Wine. That's 3-8 right-handed, grounds it back to Fisher, who throws it to Lee May. There's a 1-2-3 inning for Jack Fisher. And after 2, it's Expos 1, Reds nothing. Jack Fisher, formerly with the Mets. Oh, excuse me, please. Please excuse me. Excuse me. I think I'll get some coffee if you don't mind. Sweetek will probably come back eventually, right, Kathy? So no reason to sweat it. Okay, Howie Reed facing Jack Fisher now in the top of the third. It's 1-0 Expos. Here's Reed now into his windup. The pitch to Fisher, 6-7 right-hander. And that's going to be a base hit for the pitcher, Jack Fisher, to lead it off. And Pete Rose is the batter now. Reds, 5 games over 500. Expos 20 games under. Fisher on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Rose, a switch hitter batting left. 6-6. Walked him. So it's first and second. You talking about TweetDeck? Or are you talking about Twitter in general? I don't see it slowly coming back, TweetDeck. Not at all. My Twitter is fully back on the web version and on, I think you mean on the web version or the iPhone. It's first and second, nobody out. And here's Jimmy Stewart. She means in general, absolutely. She's probably right. But TweetDeck, some of us, you know, for some of us, it's just not worth using Twitter without TweetDeck. Okay, it's Rose on first, Fisher on second, nobody out. Jimmy Stewart at the plate, switch hitter, batting left against Reed from the stretch. Here's the pitch, 2-8, and it's a grounder to second, forcing Rose. It'll be first and third, 1 out. Well, they got Rose off the base paths. That's a good deal. First and third, 1 out, infield at double play depth. Here's Alex Johnson, who singled in the first. He was left on base. Okay, Reed. And the pitch to Johnson. That's 3-7 right-handed. Grounds it to short, double play. That'll be Wine to Sutherland to Bailey. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and then the double play, leaving 1 on. That was a very big play for the Expos. We're in the middle of the third. Expos holding on to their 1-0 lead. Jack Fisher is the batter. We'll set up more games, folks. After this one, I'll be setting up more games for tomorrow. We'll just continue on with our 1969 schedule. We'll throw some 1911 games in occasionally. Continuing tomorrow, looking at the schedule, we'll still be on August 13. It will be the Minnesota Twins at the Yankees. Tom Hall pitching for the Twins. And Mel Stottlemyre for the Yankees. That'll probably be the morning game. Then it's the Cubs at the Padres. And it'll be Bill Hands for the Cubs and Joe Niekro for the Padres. And we hope you'll be there. Here's Howie Reed to lead it off, bottom of the third. Fisher into his windup and the pitch to Reed. That's a 1-7, grounder to short. And Woodward has it, throws to May for the first out, 1 away. Back to the top of the order, Ron Brand singled and scored in the first. And that's been all the scoring here thus far. Here at Jerry Park on this beautiful afternoon. Jerry Park in Montreal. Okay, here's Fisher. The pitch to Brand. That's 6-3 right-handed. Grounds it back to Fisher, a 5. 6-5, and that goes through for a base hit. Second hit for the catcher, Ron Brand, in the leadoff position. Here's Ron Fairley. Reached on an error and forced in the first. Fisher from the stretch, and the pitch to Fairley. 6-6, left-handed, base hit. Fairley, Brand rounding second, he'll go to third. Expos first and third now with one out. Ron Fairley saw that it was a changeup, and he timed it perfectly. 6-6 base hit, 2 asteroids. And so it's first and third with one out for the Expos. Rusty Staub here with a chance. Infield back, double play, length. Staub reached on a force out in the first. Expos trying to get something extra here. Here's Fisher now. Pitch to Staub. And that'll be a 4-11 left-handed. Fly ball left. Johnson. He's a 4. 12-4. He can't get it. It drops in for a base hit. Brand scores. Fairley goes to third. It's 2-0 Expos. 3 consecutive singles. This one by Staub with first and third, one away, scoring Brand. Fairley goes to third. So it's still first and third. Fisher in trouble here. Okay, here's Big Mac Jones now. Infield stays back. Pitch to Jones. 1-6 right-handed. Hit him! Oh, Jack Fisher hit Mac Jones. And the bases are loaded with Expos here. A 1-6 hit by pitch. And Coco LeBoy, the batter. It's 2-0 Expos. LeBoy grounded to short in the first. Here's Fisher now. The pitch to LeBoy. That's 5-12 right-handed. Grounds to second. Could be 2. Ruiz, Chico, a 3. 4-3. No, his only play is to first, and Fairley comes home. The second run of the inning, a run batted in for Coco. 3-0 Expos. It was bases loaded, the grounder to second. Ruiz only had to play at first as Fairley came home, and it's 3-0 Expos. 2 runs in here this inning in the third. Now it's second and third, 2 away for Bob Bailey. So the Expos get 2 runs here to add to their 1-0 lead. It's 3-0. Bailey struck out in the second. Fisher trying to settle down. Okay, here's Fisher. And the pitch to Bailey. 6-11 right-handed. Grounds it to second for Chico. He just throws it to first, and that will retire the side. But 2 runs for the Expos on 3 singles, a hit by pitch, and 2 left on. And after 3, it's Montreal 3 and Cincinnati nothing. Yes, indeed. We're moving to the top of the fourth here. Leading it off for the Reds will be Tony Perez. Tony flew to left in the first. Howie Reed now. 3 shutout innings for Howie. Okay, here's Reed. The pitch to Perez. So that's going to be 5-7 right-handed. Struck him out. Oh boy. He threw that one hard, his first strikeout of the ball game. Now Lee May is the batter. May flew to left in the second. Reed into his windup, and here's the pitch to Big Lee May. That's 2-9 right-hander. Struck him out. That's 2 in a row for Howie Reed. And Johnny Bench comes up. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Howie. And the pitch to Bench. 6-4, right-handed, fly ball center. Fairley is a 4. Can he get this? Yes! Fairley makes the catch. He ran a ways for it and caught up with it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Howie Reed. We're in the middle of the fourth. Still 3-0. Montreal. Gary Sutherland will lead it off for the Spos. He grounded to short. Okay, Fisher is ready. Here's the pitch to Sutherland. That's 6-8 right-handed, and it's a drive hit out to right. It's going to drop for extra bases. Sutherland with a leadoff double. How do you like that? 6-8. Double to right for Sutherland. Expos having a very, very nice ball game thus far. Indeed they are. Here comes Bobby Wine now. It's Reed on deck. Here's Fisher from the stretch. And the pitch to Wine, 6-4, grounder to third. Tony Perez, a 4. And he can't get it. He boots it for a 2-base error. Coming around third is Sutherland. He scores. That could be unearned. Second error for the Reds. First error went to second baseman Chico Ruiz. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And here's Howie Reed, who struck out the side in the fourth. It's Wine on second now. Nobody out. There's action in the Cincinnati bullpen. Al Jackson is warming. He had a very plump 6.81 ERA, but it seems fitting. It's a 4-0 ball game. This is perfect for Jackson. He's a left-hander. Fisher facing Reed now. Wine on second, no outs. And the pitch to Reed. That's going to be 6-5 right-hander. Grounds to short, and Wine holds. 1 away. Here's Ron Brand. He gets a hand. 2 for 2 today. He takes a ball low. 2 for 2, 2 singles and scored twice, Ron Brand. It's Wine on second from the error by Perez. Here's the pitch to Brand now. 3-9 right-handed, grounds it to third, 2 outs. Wine holds, and Ron Fairley is the batter. Fairley, 1 for 2, reached on an error, and Singleton scored, knocked in a run. No, did not knock in a run, I'm sorry. It's 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Fairley now. That's going to be 2-8 right-handed, base hit. Wine scores. That's definitely unearned. And that will be a run batted in for Fairley. 2 runs in this inning. It's 5-0. Doesn't matter. We'll call them both unearned. Really doesn't matter. We don't keep that. Well, the Reds looking to see if Fisher can get out of this so they can pinch hit for him rather than using an extra pitcher. It's Fairley on first, 2 down. 2 in this inning to make it 5-0. Here's the pitch to Staub. That's 3-6. And it is a base hit by Staub. First and second, 2 outs. They're going to keep him in. Get out of this, man. Staub on first, Fairley on second, 2 down, 2 in. 5-0 Montreal. Here's the pitch to Jones. 3-5, and that is a ground ball to first, stopped by Lee May, and he'll take it to the bag himself. And thank you, Lee May, for saving the Cincinnati Reds pitching staff. The side is retired. There were 2 unearned runs in there, and it's going to be a 5-0 ball game. That's it for Jack Fisher. Fisher pitched 5. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. He walked no one. He struck out 1. And he allowed 3 earned runs, 2 unearned runs. It's going to be Al Jackson, little Al Jackson, coming in. It's a perfect time to bring in little Al Jackson. Originally with the New York Mets, 6.81 ERA. At 38 innings pitched, he'll take his warm-ups. Well, he'll come in next inning. Howie Reed is due up to face the Reds in the top of the 5th. This game is not over. It's 5-0. It'll be Woodward, Ruiz, and a pinch hitter. They're through with Fisher. And when we come back, we'll see how this goes. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We'll be back in just a few. Indeed, oh yeah. And fucking D. Let's get some coffee here. Whatever's left of it. Howie Reed is about to start the 5th inning of this ball game. Okay, leading it off will be Woody Woodward for the Reds. Here in the top of the 5th, Reed has shut out the Reds through 4. Retired the side in order, 2 strikeouts in the 4th. Okay, here's Howie Reed now. The pitch to Woodward. That's 5-3 right-handed, grounds it back to Reed. He's a 1. 17-1. He throws him out. That's 5 in a row for Howie Reed. Now Chico. There'll be a hitter for Fisher. Reed into his windup, and the pitch to Chico now. That's 4-12 switch hitter, and it's hit well, and it falls in the gap, and Ruiz is into second with a double. A 1-out double for Chico. This is there's going to be a pinch hitter here. Tolan is hurt. It's going to be Tommy Helms, and we'll be seeing more of Tommy. He's been hurt, but he hasn't played much, but he's got 480 at-bats. I expect to see him back in the lineup. Tommy Helms will step in to hit for Jack Fisher. Tommy Helms with 1 out and Ruiz on second. Okay, read from the stretch. The pitch to Helms. That's 4-5 right-handed. Grounds it to short. That's for Woodward. He's a 3. 15-3. Oh, he boots it. Third error for the Red. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Wine booted it. Oh. But it's first and third. First error for the Expos. I'm a little out of sorts today. 15-3, that was Wine with the error. He's also a 3. Helms on first and Ruiz on third with 1 out. Infield for the double play. Pete Rose, switch hitter, batting left against Reed. Reed trying to get out of this. And the pitch. 6-5 left-handed, grounds to second, and the double play is turned by Sutherland. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, the error. 1 left on, middle of the 5th. It's a 5-0 ball game. We move to the bottom of the 5th now. New pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds. It's Al Jackson. Fisher, the loser of record. Big Al, little Al Jackson. And it will be Coco LeBoy leading it off. LeBoy 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch from Jackson. 6-10 right-handed, grounds to short, Woodward. He's a 3, 11-3, and he throws him out, 1 away. LeBoy 0 for 3 on the day. Now here's Bob Bailey. Jackson winds and the pitch. That's 1-5. Left-handed, walked him. Bailey on first with 1 out. Here's Gary Sutherland. Doubled and scored in the 4th. Jackson from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's 6-8 right-handed. Base hit. Bailey goes to third. Expos doing it again here in the 5th. First and third, 1 out. And Bobby Wine is the batter. Reached on an error and scored in the 4th. Here's the pitch to Wine. 5-7, he walked him. Little Al Jackson has loaded the bases with Expos, 1 out. And Howie Reed, the pitcher, comes up. He's a 6-NR, no slouch at the plate. Infield back for the double play. Here's the pitch from Jackson. That's 4-11 right-handed. Struck him out. 2 down. And run Brand. Brand 2 for 3. Clutch situation here for Ron Brand. Here's the pitch from Jackson. That's 4-10 right-handed. Fly ball left field. Alex Johnson is under it, and that will retire the side. No runs for the Expos here with 2 walks, a base hit, loaded them up, left them all on. Little Al Jackson got into trouble but got out of it. We move to the top of the 6th. It's going to be Howie Reed now. This is his first endurance inning. Jimmy Stewart leads it off. He's a switch hitter. Howie Reed has shut the Reds out thus far for 5 innings. He's in his first endurance now. Here's Reed. The pitch to Stewart. 4-7 left-hander, walked him. Stewart is on. Now here's Alex Johnson. Johnson 1 for 2. Howie Reed from the stretch, and the pitch to Johnson. That's going to be 3-11, and he grounds it to first. Scooped by Bailey, takes it to the bag as Stewart advances to second. Now Tony Perez. Here's Perez. Tony 0 for 2, flew to left and struck out. Here's Howie Reed. And the pitch to Perez. That's going to be 4-5 right-handed. Grounds it to short, could be 2. Wine is a 3. That's a re-roll. 10-3. And he turns the double play. No, there's a runner on second. I'm so sorry. Silly me. That's 2 outs. Stewart holds on second. And here's Lee May. Reed trying to get out of this and maintain his endurance. Here's the pitch to May. 5-8 right-handed, and there's going to be a base hit. And Stewart comes home for the first Cincinnati run. It's a 5-1 ball game. One more, and Reed has reached fatigue. It's a 5-8 right-handed base hit. And there's action out in the Montreal bullpen. Roy Face is warming. He pitched last game, but he can go a second game. It's about all they got. They don't have much here. So Roy Face, the veteran, is available if needed. Johnny Bench is the batter now. It's May on first, 2 down. Here's Reed. 3-5 right-handed, base hit by Bench. May goes to third. And that's it for Howie Reed. Knocked out here in the sixth. A single by Bench. His first and third, 2 outs. Reed is knocked out. Roy Face will come in. Reed pitched 5 2/3. He allowed 6 hits. He walked 2. Struck out 2. And allowed 1 run thus far. He's responsible for first and third, 2 outs. And Roy Face is the pitcher. Reed, the winner of record. It's 5-1. Face not eligible for the save. And Face is ready. Here's Woodward. 2 outs, first and third, clutch situation. Okay, Face digs in from the stretch. Pitch to Woodward. 5-8 right-handed, pops him up to short, and Wine makes the catch, and the side is retired. But 1 run for the Reds, their first run in this ball game. And Reed is knocked out of the box, but he's the winner of record. And little Al Jackson comes out. This might be his final inning. Ron Fairley leads it off, 2 for 3, reached on an error. Little Al Jackson on the mound. Here's the pitch to Fairley. 3-8 left-handed, chops to short. Woodward has it, 1 away. Now Rusty Staub. Staub 2 for 3. Has a run batted in. It'll be lefty-lefty here. It's 5-1 Expos. Bottom of the 6th, Expos batting. Little Al Jackson in for Jack Fisher, who allowed 5 runs in 5 innings, 2 of them unearned. It's 1 out, no one on. Here's the pitch to Staub. 4-9 left-handed, grounds it to second. Chico has it over to May, 2 away. And now Big Mac Jones. 2 outs, nobody on. And the pitch to Jones. That's 4-7 left-handed, walked him. Jones is on for Coco LeBoy. Coco 0 for 3 today. Jackson from the stretch and the pitch to LeBoy. That's 5-5 right-handed, hit well. Deep by LeBoy, it's gone. A 2-run home run by Coco. Oh, Lord, that makes it 7-1 ball game. Coco LeBoy connects with a 2-out home run with Jones on first after the walk. Let's look at all that again. That'll be RBIs number 2 and 3 for Coco. Coco has end power against the left-hander. Oh, yes, he does. And it was 5-5 right-hander, end home run 1-8, and that's a 7. And that's going to be a 7-1 ball game. Coco LeBoy sending it downtown. For Coco, number 17 on the season. He's had his share this season. Coco hit 18 in real world. So little Al Jackson lets up a big 2-run home run to really widen it to 7-1 ball game by the Expos here. And Bob Bailey is the batter, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Al Jackson now. And the pitch, 5-11, right-handed. Fly ball left, Johnson. He's a 4. And he can't get to it, he drops it. And that's going to be a 3-base error by Alex Johnson out in left field. Oh my. 3rd error for the Reds today. Well, look at that again. 5-11 right-handed. Fly ball left X, it was an 8. It's an 8-4 on Johnson. And that is safe at 3rd on error. Right there. As clear as the nose on your face. So Bailey on 3rd with 2 outs. Little Al Jackson, that was no fault of his own. Here's Gary Sutherland. Gary 2 for 3 today. 7-1 Expos. Here in the 3rd game of a 4. They split the doubleheader on the 12th. Here's Jackson now. The pitch to Sutherland. That's 1-9 left-handed. Sutherland hits it deep. Oh my, it's a home run. It's a 2-run home run by Gary Sutherland. Oh my, that'll make it 9-1. Gary Sutherland with the power. He only had 3 in real worlds. And he tagged Al Jackson. Let's look at that again. 1-9 left-handed. Home run 1-3, it's gone. And Gene Mauch's going to see if little Al can get out of this. George Culver is warming. They hate to bring him in if they're going to need a pinch hitter, but this game looks pretty shot anyway. Culver warming. They're going to let little Al try to battle Bobby Wine with no one on base, 2 outs, and 4 runs in. It's a 9-1 ball game. Expos leading. 2 home runs here in the 6th. Little Al is ready. Here's the pitch to Wine. 2-8. And that is a base hit. That's a frickin' base hit. And Roy Face is coming in to hit. Yeah, they're going to keep him in. Face is a 3 WR. I hate to do that to little Al, but we're just doing our own selfish stuff here. Roy Face, who came in to relieve Howie Reed, who became fatigued in the top of this inning, will come up to hit. He is a right-handed hitter, Roy Face. This is little Al's last chance, otherwise he's out of here. And the pitch, 4-4 right-handed, grounds it to 3rd for Perez, a 4. It could go through. 4-4, it does for a double. Wine goes to 3rd, and that is it. Finally, little Al Jackson is pulled from the ball game. Little Al ends up pitching 2/3 of an inning. Couldn't get through 1 inning here. He allowed 4 hits. He walked 1. And he allowed 4 runs thus far. And Coming in to pitch here is George Culver. And the Reds have another pitcher warming. I hate to burn out the bullpen, but it will be Pedro Ramos, and he has a very plump 5.23 ERA. George Culver taking his warm-ups. And Ron Brand, the top of the order. Face on second, Wine on third, 4 runs in. 9-1 Expos. Here's Culver, he's ready now. And the pitch to Brand. 6-7, grounds it to second for Chico. He's a 3. 3-3, it goes through for a base hit. That'll be charged to Little Al. Face goes to third. Wine scores. 5th run of the inning. It's 10-1 Expos. Just to let you know, Little Al is responsible for Face on third now. All with 2 outs. This is a complete 2-out rally for the Expos. With 2 outs, no one on. Jones walked. LeBoy homered him home. Bailey reached on the error by Johnson and left. Sutherland homered him home. Wine singled. Face doubled. It was second and third. Then Brand singled Wine home. And now it's first and third, 2 outs. Ron Fairley, the batter. He's 2 for 4. Okay, Culver. Here's the pitch to Fairley. 6-4 left-handed, catcher X. Bench is a 1. 3-1, and it's a pass ball followed by a foul out to end the inning. But on the pass ball, Face scores. Six runs for the Expos here. It's 11-1. Let's double check here. Is passed ball an unearned run? I always look this up. I don't think so. It's not an unearned run. Oh, wait a minute. It is. It is an unearned run. So he'll be saved from that. Little Al Jackson. He ends up allowing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 earned. And so it's 8, 9, 10, 11. That's right. So after 6, it's an 11-1 ball game. What a game. What a freaking ball game. And that was Culver, who pitched 1/3. There'll be a pinch hitter for him. And Ramos will come in to pitch the bottom of the 7th. Look at that, it's almost the witching hour, and I wasn't even planning on it. Well, here's Roy Face. Face has pitched 1/3. He's in for relief. He's not getting the save, but he sure is hopefully saving this ball game. It's a rout. It's Expos 11, Reds 1. It's going to be Chico, a pinch hitter, and Pete Rose here in the top of the 7th. Roy Face taking his warm-ups here. There's a little bit of coffee left. This will be the last cup for me, folks. Then I'm going to move on to the other stuff, whether we're still broadcasting or not. We're here doing the Strat-O-Matic 1969 replay, and I'm here with Kathy Harden, and we're hoping you're enjoying this ball game. They all can't be close ones, and it's nice to see the Expos bats come alive here. Okay, Chico Ruiz steps in. Roy Face, the veteran, who came in last inning with 2 outs, first and third, and 1 in, to relieve the tired Howie Reed. Okay, here's Face now. The pitch to Chico. That's going to be 2-7 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Wine. 1 away. And another hitter. It'll be Pedro Ramos pitching the bottom of the 7th, as I said. Ramos has been warming. Let's see who's coming in to hit. It's going to be Pat Corrales, the backup catcher. Pat Corrales. So here comes Corrales. He's stepping up to the batter's box with 1 out and nobody on. Okay, Corrales facing Face. Here's Face now. The wind-up and the pitch to Corrales. That's going to be 1-3 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Wine. Again, Wine throws him out, 2 away. And to the top of the order, Pete Rose, 0 for 2 and a walk. Looks like this is not the Reds' day. It's 11-1 Expos on a big 6-run inning in the 6th with 2 home runs, 2 2-run home runs. One by Coco and the other by Sutherland. Okay, Rose, switch hitter, batting left against Face, into his windup, and here's the pitch to Pete. That's going to be 6-8. Left-handed, fly ball right, and Rusty Staub is under it. It's a 1-2-3 for Face. He's retired the first 4 batters he's faced, Face has. And we're in the 7th inning stretch, folks. It's a time to rest your molecules, to do whatever you got to do. It's going to be Pedro Ramos. Both Fisher and Jackson hit hard in today's ball game. Fisher the starter, then Little Al came in and only pitched 2/3. Allowed 6 runs, 1 of them unearned. Told you he had that ERA over 5, over 6, but he allowed them all in 1 inning. For goodness sakes. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the seventh. It's going to be Staub leading it off. Pedro Ramos in for Culver, for Jackson, for Fisher. Fourth Reds pitcher today. It's 11-1 Expos. Rusty is 2 for 4. Okay, here's Ramos. Staub at the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch from Pedro. That's 3-7 right-handed. He walked him. A leadoff walk by Staub. Here's Mac Jones. Staub on first to lead it off. Big Mac, sacrifice fly hit by a pitch, grounded to first, walked and scored. Big Mac Jones. And here's Ramos from the stretch. That's going to be 4-6 left-handed. Lines it to short, caught by Woodward. 1 down. Now Coco. Coco, 1 for 4, big home run. Number 17 on the season with Mac Jones had walked. In that 6-run inning for the Expos here. It's 1 out. Staub on first. Here's Ramos from the stretch. Pitch to Coco. That's going to be 110 right-handed, and that's hit deep by Coco. That's a home run, his second of the ball game. Another home run by Coco, and it gives him 5 runs batted in on the ball game. Coco with 2 home runs. That will be number 18 for Coco. He's hit home runs in consecutive innings. Let's look at that again. 110 right-handed. Home run 1-14. That's an 11. So we'll put Coco down for home run number 18. So Coco teeing off on Cincinnati Reds pitching this afternoon. It's now a 13-1 ball game. Coco is hot stuff. We call that hot Coco. Hot Coco, la boy. Coco la boy. Whew, so it's 1 out and nobody on. And here's Bob Bailey. When it rains, it pours, folks. And the Expos came out swinging today. That is not a neat score sheet. Hot Coco. With 2 home runs today. Sutherland has 1. It's 13-1. And Big Bob Bailey is the batter. 0 for 3, reached on an error, scored, and walk left on. Pedro Ramos, in his first inning of relief here, allowing 2 runs. Okay, here's Bailey now. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Ramos now. Wind up and the pitch. That's going to be 1-4 right-handed. Struck him out. Two down for Gary Sutherland. Ramos. Facing Sutherland. Look at Sutherland, 3 for 4. A single, a double, a home run, a triple here. Could be the cycle. He doesn't have anything like that on his card. Nor does Ramos. So it's impossible for Gary Sutherland to hit a triple. He probably had none. He had 1. He would get it on the pitcher's card, but not today. Two outs, nobody on. Here's Ramos now. And the pitch to Sutherland. This is 4-7. Right-handed, struck him out. To the side retired, but 2 more for the Expos. And after 7, it's a 13-1 ball game. Roy Face may not get the save in this game, but he sure has done a good job. He came in with 2 outs in the 6th, 1st and 3rd, got Woodward to pop to short. Then he retired the Reds in order in the 7th. This is his endurance inning. And he'll face Jimmy Stewart here in the top of the 8th, and it's almost the witching hour. How do you like that? 5 more minutes is the witching hour. Here's Roy facing Stewart. Stewart, switch hitter, batting left. Face into his windup, and the pitch. That's 110. It's a base hit to left. And we made it to the witching hour without even trying. Stewart Stewart, opening single, switch hitter, 110 against the right-hander, base hit to left, thrown in by Mac Jones. And here's Alex Johnson. Alex 1 for 3. The witching hour is coming. I got worries, but nothing that's imminent. Jimmy Stewart on first. Face facing Jackson now. Face will work from the stretch. Stewart is a C. Here's the pitch from Face. That's 3-9 right-handed. Grounds it to short, double play. It was Wine to Sutherland to Bailey, and that was a gut punch by the Expos. It's 2 outs, nobody on now. Second double play turned by Bobby Wine. 2 outs, nobody on. Tony Perez, the batter. Okay, here's Face now. Here's the windup and the pitch to Tony. That's going to be 5-11 right-handed. Fly ball right. Staub going back. He's a 4. Watch out for that. 19-4. Reroll. 15-4. He can't get it. It drops in for a base hit. So Tony gets his first hit of the game. He's 1 for 4, 2 outs. Lee May now. 13-1 Expos. Roy Face in it to end it. Here's the pitch now to May. That's going to be 1-3 right-handed. Fly ball to left. And Mac Jones is under it, and the side is retired. No runs. 2 hits, 1 left, middle of the 8th. And it's almost the witching hour. So close, we're going to have to hold off now. We still got baseball to play. Pedro Ramos, who allowed 2 runs in his first inning. Everybody's allowed runs except Culver. Ramos will come back out. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Thank you very much. Well, at least I'm not the only one who's having problems with TweetDeck. Whew. Oh, that was good. That was very good. Oh. Sometimes when I'm worried about something and I take a hit, it gets worse, and then other times I realize maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. Oh, that was a good hit, no doubt about it. Oh, no freaking doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's a 13-1 ball game. Bottom of the eighth. Bobby Wine is due up. I do not see Bobby Wine coming out. It's going to be Remy Hermoso hitting for Bobby Wine. Remember, folks, it's a 13-1 ball game. Remember, folks, it's a 13-1 ball game. Gene Malk trying to be fancy here and give Remy Hermoso a chance. Remy Hermoso is pinch hitting for Bobby Wine. Face is on deck. And Hermoso will play shortstop. Here's Pedro now in his second inning of relief. Pedro, the wind-up and the pitch to Hermoso. And that's 3-5 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Woodward. One down. And here's Roy Face. We already said he's a 3 WR. Face. This is Face's second at bat, and he doubled, of all things, in that insane sixth inning. It was a two. You talk about 2-out rallies. So Roy Face with his second at bat here. Ramos and the pitch to Face. That's 3-6. He struck him out. That's the third for Pedro. And now Ron Brand. If you're looking ahead to the top of the ninth, I guess it could. I don't know if anything this strange would happen. The Reds will be down by at least 12, and it'll be bench Woodward and Chico in the top of the ninth. A nice game for the Expos. Fisher, Reed, and Face combining. Here's Brand now, 3 for 5 today. Scored 2 runs. Pedro into his windup and the pitch to Brand. That's going to be 3-8 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Woodward. And the side is out. We're going to the ninth. Yes, we are, people, and it's been a ball game. No doubt about that. Well, Roy Face, the veteran, is on that 60s Pirates team, if I'm not mistaken. And Bench will lead it off. Bench, 1 for 3 today with a single. Face into his windup and the pitch to Bench. That's 110 right-handed, pops him up to second base. And there's Sutherland, 1 out. And Remy Hermoso at short. Nice addition to the Expos infield. Woody Woodward coming up. He's 1 for 3. Chico on deck. It's Woodward and Chico. With 1 out here in the top of the 9th, it's 13-1 Montreal. Okay, Face. The pitch to Woodward. That's 412 right-handed, and that's going to be a line drive to short, caught by Hermoso. Right there. Throws it to Sutherland at second around the horn. Remy Hermoso in for Bobby Wine. Wine went 1 for 4. Got on an error and scored. Walked left on. Singled and scored. Made some nice plays. Walk. Let Remy play some ball here. I forgot to write in his name, too. Not that it matters. Well, it's all up to Chico here. Chico 1 for 3. We've had a long ball game here. Hope you've enjoyed it. My name's Jeffrey Guterman. I am here with Kathy Harden on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We do replays of 69 and 1911. 1969, 1911. This is August 13, 1969 replay. Third of a 4. They had a doubleheader on the 12th. They split it. Now the Expos come out here 13-1, top of the 9th, 2 outs, and Chico Ruiz is the batter. Here's Face now. The crowd is getting excited. Everyone's standing up. Here's the pitch to Chico. 6-5, left-handed, grounds to short. Hermoso is a 4. 1-4, it goes through for a base hit. Oh, Lord Christ. Hermoso dove for it. And fans loved the effort. Chico with a 2-out single. Remember, they're down by 12. All right. It's a tough ball game here. Okay. Very, very tough. They got excited. There's going to be a hitter here for Pedro Ramos. Yes, there is. Oh, you bet your ass there will. Jesus Christ. 5-6 and a third. Yeah, Ramos came in right here. He pitched 2. And Jesus Christ, Ramos came in here. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay? It just doesn't matter. I'm not even going to do it because, Kathy, you know I don't keep this stat. It's going to be a hitter here for Pedro. You know, sometimes you gotta pick your battles. You know what I mean? Chico with the single. Let's see who's hitting here. Face trying to finish it up. It's quite an exciting thing to see. I think it's the smartest thing to do. We're going to bring in Darrell Cheney, a switch hitter. Cheney. Cheney's coming up to bat with 2 down. He's a switch hitter. He'll bat left against Face. And you got Face, you got hands, even Ed Head with the Brooklyn Dodgers threw a no-hitter. So we go through the players whose names are body parts. And there you go, it right there. Of course, here we got face, hands, fingers, head. You have no nicknames, because I got a lot of people nicknamed Legs. None of that, okay? And it's last names, okay? If you want, we can do currency. Cash, Dave Cash, Don Money. No first names. Got a lot of bills. There's others. Stock, Joe Stock, sure. You keep thinking about it, you'll see a lot of them. Folks, Darrell Cheney is coming to bat. It's been quite a ball game. I'm going to finish this ball game. And then after this, I'll probably do a space, but here we are again, only 4:17 p.m. Here we go. Cheney, here's face and the pitch. That's 6-7, left-handed, grounds to second. For Sutherland, he's a 3, 6-3, throws it to first, and the game is over. Final score. Expos 13, Reds 1, and that's a tromping by the Montreal Expos. A very pleasant day for the Expos. Some good hitting, batting practice there. We hope you enjoyed the ball game. Reed gets the win. Howie Reed pitched good baseball. Face does not get the save, but he pitched a hell of a game. He pitched 3 and a third. Allowed 3 hits, no walks or strikeouts. He did not walk a batter, did not allow a run. And in the meantime, the Expos just kept on hitting. Fisher gets the loss. Final line, Expos 13 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error. Reds 1 run, 9 hits, 3 big errors, some of them very, very costly. The stars of the game: Howie Reed, Roy Face, and Hot Cocoa. So 3 people. Yes, indeed. 3 of them. And we want to thank you for being part of the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. I'm here remotely from Fort Lauderdale, broadcasting live the game Reds at the Expos, August 13, 1969 replay on this date in our Lord's name. On July 2nd, 2023. And we want to thank you all for being here. That was quite an interesting game, if I say so myself. And I wish you all Godspeed and good grace. Okay, take care. Have a great